Hello and welcome back to another Red Mage, Blue Mage. This is Seth, and let's start looking at some Arena Cube action here. So, coming back into this, I played a couple games just to kind of familiarize myself with the cube itself on Arena, and I noticed that there's quite a bit of creature-based deck. So, aggro is very prominent in this, so seems like if you are not aggro, then you are doing anything you can to survive and beat aggro. So I started my draft here. I started with, let's see here, a red card, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And then promptly followed by a Thoughtseize because there were literally no red cards in the next one. Then I followed it up with yet a different color, went white with the Charming Prince and never looked back. So found the open lane in white, and I literally had an embarrassment of riches here with this one. We've got 40 cards, all white, 16 planes. You know the basics of white weenie here, so stay low to the ground. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 1 mana creatures. We have 4 2-mana permanent spells, and then we have a Machias of the Lunarch here, technically a 1 mana, but we're going to play for obviously more than one. And then we've got like Blade Splicer, Skyclave Apparition, History of Benelia, Benelish Marshal, Welcoming Vampire, a lot of low creatures that stay low to the ground. They're very quick, they pump each other up. Classic White Weenie deck. So I love this one, very much looking forward to this. White Weenie was one of my favorites in high school and college, so we're getting back to my old stomping grounds, so to speak. So 16 planes, a lot of really good creature spells. Let's get started. Okay, round 1, playing it against Giuseppe. Alright, Nami always says the 3 rules of winning: go first, which check, we got that because we're awesome at this game. Curve out, we've got 2 1-mana spells, we got a 3 and a 4, so close, and then 3 planes, and then don't punt. So we are going to try our best not to do that. Alright, let's get started. We'll start with the planes, and then probably it's either Legion's Landing or Esper Sentinel. I'm going to start with the Esper Sentinel, in case I might play a non-creature spell. Okay, they start with a mountain and then they pass. Perfect. We draw a Thraben Inspector. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack real quick. Attack for 1. Yep. Let's play our Thraben Inspector. And then our Legion's Landing. Next turn we have Blade Splicer. And we'll be ready to go. Ooh, they play planes and then pass? Ouch. Okay, so I assume they have some sort of spell. So let's just go ahead and attack. We flip Legion's Landing. We play Rescuer Chinga. Okay, 2/2. Yeah, sure. So they're going to block something here. That's just fine. I assume the Esper Sentinel is what they're going to block. Yeah. Okay, so they're going to block the Esper Sentinel. So put 2 damage in there. Gain 1 life for my lifelink vampire. Then, actually what I could do, now that I have a Danto, I could just put Feldar Retreat out there. Or could put Blade Splicer and Usher the Fallen out there. Actually, I tell you what, Blade Splicer, Usher the Fallen is a great combo to put out there. Because then if we get a land, we'll just put the retreat out and then get the landfall ability. Okay. Here we go, OP. So they have a Rescuer Chinga versus a Thraben Spectre, a 1/1 lifelink vampire, Blade Splicer, the 3/3 Golem, and an Usher of the Fallen. I like our chances. They play a plane, so they have 2 planes and a mountain. And then they play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay. Yep, cool. We draw Machias the Lunarch. Okay. Well, that is fine. I think what I'll do here is attack just with the golem at this point. 3/3 first striker. See what they do. Go from there. They double block, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what they do here. I assume they just take it. They'll just put them down to 14. So we'll see. Ideally, we'd love them for him to double block, because then I can get rid of the goblin shaman that whenever it attacks, it creates a treasure token. So I really don't want to give them any more land than I have to. So we'll see. Okay, so they're just going to take it. Puts them down to 14. I'm at 21. I think they're tapped out. I think I'm going to play Micaeus for 3 at this point. Yeah, I like that a lot. Because now we can start beefing up our creatures and really start swinging in at this point. Because a lot of their stuff, they have 2/2/2s. A lot of ours is like 1 or 2 toughness. So kind of makes that tough. So Micaeus will help push us over the edge. Plus we have Feldar Retreat in hand. So if we draw land, we'll be doing great. Alright, so opponent's turn. They get the second tick of Fable, which they may draw, or excuse me, discard up to 2 cards. If they do, draw them 8 cards. They discarded 1. And drew 1. They discard. Oh, excuse me, they discarded 2. Ox of Vagonis was one of them that went to the graveyard, but hops over to the hand because it has an ability. Okay, so they do nothing on turn 4. They're eyeing my Micaeus. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, so I draw planes. I'm going to go ahead and put the retreat out there. Okay, goes in. Let's play our planes. I'll do +1/+1 on each creature I control, and those creatures gain vigilance till end of turn. That's going to hurt. That's really going to hurt. Alrighty then. Okay, at this point, I will also attack with all at this point. They all have vigilance. Keep eyeing this Micaeus here. It's a 4/4 right now. I am attacking with it. Kind of depends on what they do here. I assume they have a 3 damage spell here that they're trying to figure out what to do with, but I don't know. I would not want to be in their position. That's all I have to say. So I'm attacking with a 2/3, a 2/2, 2/2, 4/4, 3/2, 4/4. Okay, they cast out. Okay. Okay. Targeting, I assume Micaeus, yeah. So let's go ahead and tap it to remove a 1/1 counter and put a 1/1 counter on everybody else that I have. Yep. Okay, they need to block. Plain and simple. Okay, knocks them down to 5. I'm at 24. They have a clear, well, they don't have a clear board now. Their Reflection of Kiki Jiki just came into play. I've got a lot of firepower. Oh no, they cast the Cast Off, which is the adventure mode of Realm Cloak Giant. Destroy all non-giant creatures. So, clear board. Thankfully, I have Adanto the First for it. So I'm just going to start making some creatures. Okay, so I'll make a 1/1 lifelink vampire. Let's start all over again. They cast Lunarch Veteran, sure. Okay, we get Kyodai, Soul of Kamigawa. Sure. I also have Patriarch's Humiliation. I really do not want to use that for the Lunarch Veteran. I'll just offer up the trade here. Let's tack 1/1 for a 1/1. I assume they block it. Yeah. So they're going to block it. I'm not going to get greedy and play Kyodai on something like that. Or I could. Yeah, actually, why not? I'm feeling aggressive, and this is a nice aggressive way to keep that on there. I have the Patriarch's Humiliation here to kill another creature of theirs. So I think it'll be okay. They play Approach of the Second Sun. Okay, so sorcery, if the spell was cast from your hand, you can cast another spell named Approach of the Second Sun this game. You win the game. Otherwise, put Approach of the Second Sun into its owner's library, 7th from the top, and you gain 7 life. Okay, so we got 7 turns to beat him. I don't think that's going to be a problem right now, as is. Okay, so we get a Plains. Feldar's Retreat is going to probably put the Cat Beast token into play. Kinda doesn't matter right now. I'll probably go ahead and put the counters on and give them Vigilance attack for 6. Just a nice quick way to get some damage out here, so we'll go ahead and do my Undanto trigger. Okay, I've got 2 mana open here for my clue that I'll use at end of turn. They're at 6, they're dead on board. Let's see what they can do. They have 7 mana available. 8 mana available now. They cast Luminous Phantom. That's the flip side of the card we just killed. Lunarch Veteran. And it's not going to do it, buddy. They play Investigator's Journal. Okay. There's battlefield. Suspect counters equal to its greatest number of creatures. Then it draws a bunch of cards. Still not happening, friend. Drawing a card. Yeah, they're searching. We got 2 mana open. Drawing again. They're tapped out. Looks like that is game over. So they're tapped out. I want to use my Patriarch's Humiliation here on this Phantom. Still 7 damage right there, as is. Okay, we get a Plains. I'm just going to go ahead and attack. That's 7 damage. And we win. All right. Hey, working out like it's supposed to. 1-0. All right, round 2 with 16 Plains. Bunch of little creatures in a dream. Playing against Steezy Jarati. Okay, let's see if we can get the 3 rules here. We go first, check, rich get richer. Curve out, we got 2 1-mana creatures. We got a 2-mana creature and a couple 4s, good enough. And then don't punt. Let's try our best. Steezy Jarati taking their sweet time, debating on their hand here. Okay, our turn. Let's play Plains. Let's start with Isamaru, Hound of Kanda. Fun fact, that was the first rare I ever opened in a pack. Alright, they play a forest, okay, and pass turn, fantastic. Let's play a Plains that we have. We draw Usher of the Fallen, okay. Let's go next. Let's go ahead and attack with Isamaru. He is a good boy. 2/2 good boy. All right, let's play. Actually, instead of a Danto Vanguard, I think I'm going to go Usher and Selfless Savior. I like having the ability to boast next turn, and then also having the Savior, which you can sacrifice to make a creature indestructible until end of turn. All right, so they play Forest and an Explorer. Great. Yeah, I like this a little better anyways. Looks like they're wanting to kind of be ramp, where I hope we're going to be a little too quick for them. Okay, so we draw Plains. I'm going to go next. It's all attack. Okay. We're going to activate the Boast ability for Usher of the Fallen to create a 1/1 white human warrior creature token. Okay, they're down to 13 already. So we'll play our Plains, end of turn. They play Werewolf Pack Leader, 3/3 pack tactics. Whenever this attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater, this okay, draw a card. Till end of turn. Okay, this card gets 5/3 trample and isn't human. Okay, sure. And then a scavenging ooze. Okay. Yep, cool. Okay, so our turn. We get a plains, so that unlocks Resto Angel and Kyodai. I'll go ahead and play the plains. I can have Resto Angel ready. And then I wonder if I'm supposed to just play a Danto Vanguard this turn. Have it ready. Yeah, I actually do like that because I can block anything. Yeah, okay. I like that. It's maybe not as aggressive as I should be, but I still like it. I play Kura, the Boundless Sky, Flying Death Touch. Whenever this dies, choose one. Does a bunch of stuff. It's 4/4, okay. Yeah, I kind of wonder if maybe I made a mistake here. Okay, draw planes. We do not want that. We have 16 planes in here. We've got 5 of them so far, so we've got a lot. Well, we definitely need some of our interaction, which we have not drawn. Kura's going to attack us for 4 in the air. And then whatever, they've got 3 cards in hand. Yeah, we'll play our planes. Man, I really want to be attacking, but I don't know if we can. Yeah, we really should. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... Do I all attack here? No, that'd just be insane. No attacks. Shit. Alright. Pass turn for now. We'll get Kyodai or Resto Angel in at some point here. Oh, then they play Storm the Festival. Yeah, they're just getting a little too much too quick for me. They get Toski, Bear of Secrets. Okay, sure. Yep, attack for 4. Alright, puts us down to 16. It's currently 16-13. Yeah, they draw a card with Toski too. Man, it's going to be tough. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put Kyodai out so we can start attacking. Being a little bit aggressive. End of their turn. Debating on it? What do they have? Okay. We'll give, I don't know, Usher the Fallen. Indestructible. As long as Kyodai is in play. So that way we can Usher the Fallen and keep getting more creatures with the boast. But we'll see how that goes. We draw Esper Sentinel. I am going to play that out because they've played some non-creature spells, and that will allow us to draw some cards and go from there. So let's see. They might just pay that tax too. So it's whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell for each turn, draw a card unless that player pays X, which is Esper Sentinel's power, which is 1 starting out. So, ramp deck won't have any problems with that. Okay. So we'll go ahead and attack with Kyodai and Usher. And boasting it. Let's go ahead and activate the boast ability to create the warrior creature. Okay. I mean, we've got a big, wide field, but they just have so much more from their creatures. They've got a 3/3, a 2/2, a 4/4, and an indestructible 1/1. We've got 2 1/1s, 3 1/1s, 4 1/1s, a 2/1, a 2/2, and a 3/3. Actually, we have 5 1/1s altogether. They played Hedron Archive is covering this up for me. So they also play Timeless Witness. Okay, to return a target card from graveyard to hand. What are they returning? Oh, Storm the Festival. Oh, man, I forgot. That's one thing I always miss in Arena, is that even though it's in the graveyard, they don't put it in the graveyard. So they only attack with Toski. Okay. So I'll block with Isamaru, which is a 1/1 against a 2/2. Sure. My turn. Ooh, we get Benelash Marshall. I like the sound of that. Okay, so other creatures I control get +1/+1. That helps a lot. Let's go ahead and play that. Okay, so they're thinking. They have Storm the Festival and one unknown card in there, but now we've got a bunch of 2/2s, 4/4s, 3/3s. We're looking great now. Okay, so now I can attack with Usher, the Danto Vanguard now. Yeah. So Usher, Vanguard. Do I send the tokens? I guess I could. It puts them in a precarious spot. Yeah, let's just keep the gas on, and then we'll boast again. Just keep that pressure on. Okay, so Kura is going to block Adanto Vanguard. Yes, please. I'll pay 4 life for that, for Indestructible. And then let's activate the boast ability for Usher. Get another 2/2. Steal some damage. Okay, so Kura dies. We're going to create an XX green spirit creature. X is number of lands, so that's 8. Okay. There's no trample or anything like that. I'm fine with that. I assume they Scavenging Ooze? Maybe, question mark? They're down to 3. All they did was block the 1. They took a lot of damage right there, so it's currently 12-3. They don't have a flyer. Kyodai is going to take care of that. Okay, here's Storm the Festival again. Let's see what they have. They have to pay 2 now for Esper Sentinel if they want to. They do. Okay, so they've got 2 open mana left at that point. So that's not bad. That's good. Let's keep wearing them down. And they're currently dead on board. We just have too much. Let's see what Storm the Festival does here. So it's top 5 cards. You can put 2 permanent cards with mana cost 5 or less from among them. And they've got Lovestruck Beast and Karuga, the Macro Sage. When they enter the battlefield, draw a card for each other permanent you control with mana cost 3 or greater. Nice. They draw a lot of cards that way. 2, 3, 4 cards. Yep. Unfortunately, they have 2 mana to work with. 3 mana now. They just played a Forest. And they play Stonecoil Serpent for 3. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures. Okay. And they do have a reach. So they're definitely in trouble here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 versus 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. So I can't. Yeah, I kill him. Yeah, if any 2 creatures need to do damage. Oops. I need to pass. Oh, they start attacking. Okay, so they attack for 3, 5, 6, 8, 16. Okay. Okay, so we just block one here and then say GG. I'll block the 8/8 with my 2/2. Go to 4. They draw a bunch of cards for not because they're tapped out. And they concede. God, this game is so easy when you play in White Weenie. Famous last words. 2-0. Okay, 2-0 with White Weenie going against Swike. All right, we go first. Check. God, this game's so easy. Let's see. Do we curve out? We've got a 1, 2, and a 3. We've got an Isamaru into Mikaeus the Lunarch into History of Benalia and an Elite Spellbinder as a choice. Just don't punt. That's all we got to do. Let's keep 7. Let's go. Ooh, and I have to mulligan to 6. We love to see that. Okay, Isamaru, get out there. Spike's turn. We play Fabled Passage. Sacrifice, go for a basic land tapped. Love that. Play a mountain tapped. Okay. Okay, we gotta watch out for that. Alright, let's go ahead and attack with Isamaru. He is a good boy. 20-18. If they play mountain, I'm a little hesitant to play Mikaeus out to curve out. I'd rather keep him. So we're gonna hold off for now. We've got Elite Spellbinder next turn. Okay, they play a Forest and a Gala Greeters. Okay. Okay, I'm not as worried about this now. So let's go ahead and Plains. Let's attack. We drew Adanto Vanguard. Another great draw. I think Elite Spellbinder is where it's at right now. So I don't want this Gala Greeters to get too far out of hand. So Elite Spellbinder, 3/1 flying. Look at their card. My. Okay. And they have a bunch of red cards. They have Embercleave, Battlecry Goblin, Annex of the Hardened of the Forge, and Strangle. Okay. So Strangle I'm not as worried about. Whatever. Annex. And then they've got a Woodland Cemetery. So they can't cast Annex or Embercleave anytime soon. Battlecry Goblin sucks. Yeah, it sucks for me, not for them. But Annex Hardened in the Forge. It's a power equal to Devotion to Red whenever Annex or another non-creature create a 1/1. Two of those tokens is dead. Man, I think it's strong quick. I'm going to go Annex because I'm not worried about Embercleave right now, and Annex would definitely work well with Embercleave. Gala Greeters is gonna kind of get them out of hand as well, so I'm not liking that. But yeah, right now they just cast Battlecry Goblin, create a treasure token. Yep. Okay, we draw. Oh man, Benalish Marshall. So I don't know. I think the play here is it's kind of a combination of Benelia, especially if they have. So remembering they have a Strangle here. So if we have Benalish Marshall, they'd have to use that to kill it, which would leave my Mikaeus a little bit freer. We could also do History Benelia. Actually, I still think History is where it's at right now. I'm going to go ahead and attack with my Spellbinders, 3/1 flying. They can't block that, but they can trade with Isamaru if they want to. They don't. I don't figure they do. Puts them down to 11, though. Okay. Now they can get Embercleave out. Boy, that may have been a mistake here. If they attack with both. And it might be off to the races at that point. And do I win that race? Just play Annex right now. Yeah, they're going to play Embercleave. So, I think what I'm going to have to do... I got to block... Well, do I have to block one? So, they're at 11. That's 3. Trying to think if I get the Marshall out. So I'd have a 3/3, a 4/2, and a 3/3. Actually, I'm not blocking. I can take this. Okay, so the Embercleave. Oh, they don't. Okay, yeah, they don't have red now. Okay, we get a Plains. We get Benalash Marshall out. We attack for 10. Puts them down to 1, and we got plenty of support here. So let's get Mikaeus out. It's just going to add more and more pressure to them, and then we'll also have History of Benelia flipping next turn. So they have to win this turn. They need to do 13 damage. As of now, they could do 7. So let's see. Let us see. They have one unknown card. They have Annex. Strangle, and 1 unknown. They have 5 mana to work with. They can't play Annex. Okay, so they strangle my 4/2 flyer. And then they concede. Whew. Yeah, this is juicy. That's a big 3-0 so far. Okay, round 4. Playing against Pepe. Alright. Opponent goes first. Ooh, we're going to have to dig deep this time. Okay, so do we curve out? We've got a Dauntless Bodyguard, Isamaru, Usher the Fallen, and a Danto Vanguard in 3 planes. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it. Yeah, we'll keep 7. Let's not punt. Let's dig deep. The problem that I see here with this one is we don't have any interaction per se. And if they've got a quick red deck or something like that, this is really going to fall apart quick. So let's hope for the best. Hey, guess what? It's a mountain. But they don't play anything, so that's good. We like that. Let's go ahead and play planes. And I think we'll get the good boy out. Let's get Isamaru out. I think we started with him about every, if not every round here. Okay, they play Forest, and they play Rahilda. Wanted Cutthroats. 2/2 first strike. Deals combat damage to a player. Exile non-land card from their library at random. Okay, so it does a lot of text here. In that case, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to play Plains. We drew Valorous Stance. I think it's Dauntless Bodyguard at this point, because we do not want that thing to really attack us. It's plain scared, realizing that. But I think we can do. I think we got this here. So let's play Dauntless Bodyguard here, giving Isamaru indestructible if we sacrifice the Dauntless Bodyguard. So no attacks right now. Not ideal, but let's see what we can do. I think that will set us up for success later on. They play a mountain. There's 2 mountains and a forest and a Rahilda. They play Reckless Stormseeker. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains haste till enter. It's a 2/3 itself. Okay, that's fine. Yep. I assume they attack with Rahilda here. We'll make the trade. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay, let's make the trade. Okay. So now our turn. We get Selfless Savior, which is another indestructible. Okay, so Plains. And then we can get like a Danto Vanguard out, and then Usher the Fallen. Probably the Selfless Savior first, actually. So we'll get a Danto Vanguard and Selfless Savior out there. I actually really like this indestructible ability to be able to do that. That's fantastic. Okay, so no attacks because I got a 2/3. Okay, so I play a mountain. 3 cards in hand. We have 3 cards in hand. We could use a 4th Plains for Kyodai. Okay, they cycle Deem Worthy. You may have it deal 2 damage to target creature. Okay. So they're going to do that on the Selfless Savior. Sure. So we'll just go ahead and sacrifice it. Make Isamaru indestructible. Okay, and then their Stormseeker is now a 3/3. Do they attack? No, I didn't figure they would. So you'd be a madman if you did. Alright, our turn. Draw Plains. Their creature turns from daybound to night. Storm Charge Slasher. It's a 3/4. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains trample and haste until end of turn. Okay. Well, guess what, buddy? That just turned into Valorous Stance territory. So let's go ahead and kill that. I'm so sad for you. So let's go ahead and just attack with everybody. Deal 5, so it's a 15-20. And we can get an Usher the Fallen out. Just keep that pressure on. We got Kyodai. Can't really cast it, but we've got it just in case. They cast Isika's Chariot. I actually really like this card set. 3 and a green, 4/4 vehicle, crew 2. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green cat creature token. Whenever Isika's Chariot attacks, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. So it just keeps making cats. Pretty cool card. I like it a lot. Oh, we get Feldar Retreat. So I'm actually going to attack with all of them. We've got Kyodai here to, again, make more indestructible stuff. So let's keep the pressure on. Let's just go. Actually, wait. So they can do the Chariot. I still attack here. Or do I? God. This game's tough sometimes. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and attack. Let's be aggressive. I assume they activate the Chariot here. Yes. This might have been too aggressive here. I don't know. This is really going to put them in a bind, though. Okay, let's get Kyodai out. They try and block Usher the Fallen. Give Usher indestructible. Okay, they're down to 10. It's not nothing. That's not nothing. If we get a Plains, we've got Feldar Retreat in hand. Oh, they cast Burn Down the House. Damn. 5 damage to each creature and each Planeswalker. Yeah. Nope, that's good. That's good. Okay, but we have Feldar Retreat to help replenish. We draw Esper Sentinel, so I'm going to go ahead and just get the Retreat out there. Because that would be nice long game potential. They've got 1 card in hand. They played a Mountain. Infinite mana to work with. So I assume they just have a land in hand, or they just have some sort of interaction, because they've got 5 mountains, 2 forests, and did nothing. So, okay. So let's go ahead and get we draw Charming Prince. So let's go ahead and get the Esper Sentinel out. Force them to draw a card, or force them to pay tax. And then let's go ahead and get Charming Prince out there. Probably Scry 2 at this point. So I'm not worried about flickering anything or gaining 3 life. I'll go ahead and Scry 2 here. 2 planes. Oh. Is that where I want to be? They're at 10. If we filled our retreat. I think I want to put 1 on bottom at this point. Because that'll feel really bad if, yeah, so they've got Bone Crusher Giant. They played Stomp from the Bone Crusher Giant to kill my Prince Charming. Okay, then they play Kazandu Mammoth, a 3/3, and then the Bone Crusher Giant. So, yeah, they're getting some pressure on the field. I don't think Feldar Retreat's really going to be where it's at. Okay, so they tap their Giant for the Isika's Chariots. They don't have any tokens, so they can't really make any copies per se. But this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt real bad. All right, no blocks here for now. Puts me down to 16. Okay, so a lot just happened right there. Let me kind of recap what's going on. So they attacked with the Chariot. They played a Kazandu Mammoth, which is a 3/3 landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, this gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Then they played the Bone Crusher Giant, which is a 4/3. Okay, so we draw our planes. Let's go ahead and make a cat at this point. Let me make sure that Isika's Chariot. Okay, so Isika's Chariot will not make a copy of this cat. Okay, we will not attack right now, because we could double block the Bone Crusher Giant if we wanted to. Oh, shit. They played at Sushi, the Blazing Sky, Flying Trample. Yeah, just a big beater that's flying. They're unfortunately going to take us over. No blocks. We'll go down to 12. Dang. Yeah, Burn Down the House is really any of those mass removals are just the bane of any aggro deck, so we kind of expected if we see something like that, that would be bad for us, and it is. That's okay, though. So put the planes in. I'll just have to make another cat beast at this point. And no attacks, unfortunately. So I assume that they're going to tap their mammoth. I think Vivian Reed. God, kill me. Literally in the game. Not real life, but in the game. Yep, so they kill my Felidar Retreat now. Oh boy, that was tough. Okay, we're still alive. I don't think we have any outs per se, but play to your outs. Let's see what we can do. Okay, they attack with the Bone Crusher Giant and a Sushi. So let's double block the Bone Crusher Giant with the Sentinel and one of the cats. Still take 4. So we're dead on board. I don't know what we have to get us out of here. Okay, it's the Lunarch. Not going to be enough, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and concede there. So, yeah, tough loss. But like I said, you get mass removal against an aggro deck. That usually is their Achilles heel. So was this round 4? So we're 3-1. Still happy so far. If we end at 3-3, I'm still perfectly happy with that. So I'll see you at the next round. Okay, round 5 against Hollywood Bucky. All right, are we on the play this time? No. Never lucky. Okay, so we have 3 planes: Esper Sentinel, Patriarch's Humiliation, Charming Prince, Felidar Retreat. Pretty decent curve. Let's not punt. Then we'll be good to go. Opponent deciding whether they want to keep their hand or mulligan. Okay, they kept 7. We'll keep 7. Let's see what they have. Okay, they start with the Forest and an Elvish Mystic. It's a great start, classic start. We draw Elite Spellbinder. Yeah, we are curving out. We are doing great. Okay, Esper Sentinel, get out there. I'm going to get that Patriarch's Humiliation out ASAP unless the Elvish Mystic gets some value. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Okay, they're deliberating. They've been doing a lot of that. A lot of thinking for Hollywood Bucky. What you gonna do, friend? Okay, you played Tangled Florhedron. Okay, so they're just a ramp deck through and through. So Patriarch's Humiliation might just stay in hand. I'll probably just go for whatever they want to play, I assume. Let's go ahead and Charming Prince here. And what I can do is just scry 2 at this point. Planes and Blade Splicer. It does look juicy. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. 2 top, 0 bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and get in for 1. They're not gonna block. And if they do, I'm totally fine with that. Continuing to think. Okay, yep, they don't block. Okay. 20-19. Their turn. Okay, so they got 5 mana available right now. I'm really thinking this Patriarch's Humiliation is going to come in handy. Okay, they play Conclave Mentor. It's 2/2. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters will be put onto a creature you control. Put that +1. Okay, and it dies. You gain life equal to its power. Okay. Yeah. So Humiliation is really going to be helpful there. Because Humiliation, target creature perpetually loses all abilities, then it deals damage, or then Humiliation deals damage equal to the number of creatures I control. So they're not even going to get the bonus of the life gain. Shouldn't at least. So okay, so they play they have 5 mana and they're not playing it. Wow. Okay, hey, we'll take it. So let's start with Humiliation on the Mentor. Okay. And then let's go ahead and get Legion's Landing out. Okay, and then we're just going to attack with both. I assume they don't block. And even if they did, okay, they don't block, so 16-20. Okay, so they play another land. I wonder if they're flooded? They can't be. I have 6 mana available. Green and white. All sorts of stuff I'm just terrified of. Okay, so they're tapping their creatures. Okay, well, they're tapping 1 by 1. Okay, 5 mana. Vivian Reed. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so they got to pay 1 for Esper Sentinel so I can draw a card. Wonder if they do. I assume they do. Yeah, so they pay. Then they kill the Legion's Landing or the Esper Sentinel. Which one are you going to kill? So they're kind of in a precarious spot, because if they do kill... Yeah, okay. So they're going to +1 the Vivian Reed. So top 4 cards, reveal a creature card or a land card. It is a Voracious Hydra. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Which is it's trample. Comes to the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters. So their cost is X, green. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1, double the number of +1/+1 counters on the Hydra. Or fights target creature you don't control. Okay. I've got an Elite Spellbinder just for that. So we're going to go ahead and cast that. So look at your hand. You've got Mana Tithe. Good to know. Weird. All right, whatever. Ranger Vios and Voracious Hydra. Let's go ahead and make your Voracious Hydra cost 2 more. Okay, and then let's go ahead and attack. I need to attack Vivian, which I hate doing that, but it's still a good play. I'll attack Vivian for 4. I'll put her down to 2. I get to transform Legion's Landing to a Danto, so I'll have 5 mana to work with next turn. Okay, they +1 the Vivian Reed. Reveal Werewolf Pack Leader. Sure. Play it. Yep. Okay, and then they play Ranger Vios. Sure. 3/2, search for 2 creature cards with mana value 1 or less. And they had the Elvish Mystic in there. I wonder if they have anything else. Oh, man, they have 2 more. Usher of the Fallen and Pelt Collector. Good for you guys. Okay, so we got a Plains. Okay. What happens if I Felidar... debating on Blade Splicer versus Felidar. Actually, you know what? I should just put the Blade Splicer out. We're going to hang on to the Felidar Retreat in the Plains, because then we'll have a 3/3 first striker, and I can attack the Elite Spellbinder for 3 with the... I can attack Vivian Reed with the Elite Spellbinder, excuse me. And then set up for a juicy play next turn. Okay, so let's attack Vivian with my 3/1 flyer. And call that good. Okay, let's go ahead and end turn. Got to play around that Mana Tithe. It's helpful to know about that. Okay, they have 4, 6, 8 mana to work with. Play Pelt Collector. Okay. I mean, you can play more than that if you like. Playing scared. Okay, so they attack with the Ranger of Eos and the Werewolf Pack Leader. Drawing the cards. So I'll block the Pack Leader, I guess. No. Well, yeah, because the Pack Leader still, if they pay the 3 in the green until end of turn, it's a base power and toughness 5/3. So even if I block with the Golem that has first strike, I'll still be able to do it. And then I don't care about the ranger. Whatever. Yeah. Call it good. I mean, they bump up the pelt collector. Okay. Play Oketra's Monument. Okay. Pay your tax. For Esper Sentinel? Yep. And then I assume you play Usher the Fallen? Yep. So Oketra's Monument's 3 legendary artifact white. Creature spells cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a 1/1 white warrior creature token with vigilance into play. Okay, cool. Good job. Okay, I draw planes. We'll play Feldar Retreat. I'm going to play my planes. And then I'm going to give everything vigilance +1/+1 and ship them out. Let you do all the calculating. Okay, so their Usher of the Fallen is going to block my Blade Splicer. Yep, that makes sense. I'm still going to have a... Yeah, okay, they're going to double block Prince or Charming Prince with Pelt Collector and Elvish Mystic. Maybe? Furiously deliberating on what they're going to do. Okay, they're going to block the Esper Sentinel with the Tangled Floorhorn. And, okay. So I just decimate their field. Yeah, so they got a Ranger Vios after all that, and I've got a 2/2 Vampire with Lifelink, Elite Spellbinder, and a 4/4 Phyrexian Golem. They play Isika's Chariot. Sure. Okay, and then they pass. They've got Mana Tithe and then the Voracious Hydra out. So let's play Isamaru. I'm going to go ahead and Adonto the First Fort now to create a token before playing another Plains. Let's get max value out of this retreat. Play the Plains. +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. Gain Vigilance till end of turn. So I can attack with 3. And put them down to 1. We had a lot of pressure on there. So I know I want to attack with the Spellbinder, and then also attack with the Golem that has First Strike. Or, excuse me, Vigilance. Yeah, okay, they quit. So that works for me. Okay, 4-1. Doing all right. See you in the next round. Okay, round 6 against Senor Lobo. Opponent goes first. Man, tough luck. Actually got some new cards we haven't seen here. Okay, so we get 2 Plains, Charming Prince, Valorous Stance, Welcoming Vampire. It's 3 mana, power 2 or less, enters battlefield, draw a card. Triggers only once. Resto Angel and Ao the Dawn Sky. I can't keep this, unfortunately. So let's mull this one. Alright. 2 Plains, Usher of the Fallen, Charming Prince, Blade Splasher, History of Benelia, and Feldar Retreat. I like it. I like it a lot. So I think what we're going to do is toss the Feldar Retreat. Even though it's been kind of an all-star for us. We just need to be fast. And that's just not fast enough. Okay. Opponent starts with an Aspiring Vantage. Red-white. We draw Mikaeus, the Lunarch. Let's go ahead and get Usher the Fallen out. Opponent plays Mountain and passes? Whoa. You love to see it. Let's go ahead and attack. Let's see what they do. I'm trying to debate on if I want to boast or not. I think I do like that a little bit better than playing Charming Prince. I'm going to say Prince Charming at some point. I apologize. And then we can go Blade Splicer next turn. Okay, they play Seasoned Pyromancer. Sure. Discarding, a Plains and a Chandra Acolyte of the Flame. Wow, you could have. Okay, whatever. Hey, we'll take it. All right, we draw Plains. They have a 2/2 and a 1/1 out. It's fine for me. Let's go ahead and debate on Blade Splicer. or History Banana. I think Blade Splicer is going to force them to do something with it. I like having the 3/3 first strike golem out. No attacks. And then we'll pass our turn. And then next turn we can either do History Benalia or Mikaeus, depending. They play Atsushi, the Blazing Sky. Okay. Oh, we got Angel Invention? Hell yeah. Forgot all about that. Okay, so we play our planes. We've got 4 mana to work with. We can... Actually, Charming Prince would be pretty sweet right now, because then we could just get another Blade Splicer. We can just flicker the Blade Splicer and get another 3/3 first strike golem. I like that. And then we could also play Mikaeus for 1. Get him out there. Yeah, okay. So let's flicker the Blade Splicer. No attacks. And let's play Mikaeus for 1. Okay, so Blade Splicer comes into play, into turn. All right, we got a wide field here. If we draw a planes next turn, we could Angel of Invention. Other creatures I control will get +1/+1. I can fabricate 2, and it is a 2/1 flying vigilance lifelink in and of itself. So we got a lot of pressure on here. I can't wait for our burn down the house to happen. Okay, but not this time. They cast Welcoming Vampire. Oh, snap. Okay, we just got Valorous Stance. So we could destroy the Atsushi. Okay, so what is the best play here at this point? Let's go ahead and attack with the... Okay, so let's go ahead and Valorous Stance here. Force them to do something to Atsushi. So they're tapped out. I'm assuming they're going to create 3 treasure tokens. Yeah. Okay, so then next I will attack with the 2 golems. They might take it. We'll see. Yep, they're going to take it. So that's going to put them down to 12. Okay, and I'll go ahead and end turn. Okay, they put planes out. They play Obosh, the Prey Piercer. If a source you control... Okay, if a source you control with an odd mana value would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage to that permanent or player instead. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Kind of. But not a fan. And then they play Mecha Godzilla, which is Crystalline Giant. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose a kind of counter at random that Crystalline Giant doesn't have on it. From flying, first strike, death. Oh my god, okay. Sure. Just... Yeah, it's big. It's big. Past combat. Whoops, my bad. Okay, so it's a 3/3 death touch now. Okay. Okay, end of turn. I'm going to put a 1/1 counter on Mikaeus. We get a planes. Yeah. Okay, so we could Angel of Invention here. Other creatures I control get +1/+1. I like that. So we'll go ahead and play that. Fabricate 2. Let's get the servos out. We're going so wide. Okay. And then at this point, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us go ahead and attack with both of the first strikers again for 10. They have to block if I can Mikaeus. Or excuse me, they're both 4s. Okay. So they're double blocking one of the golems with Obosh and Mecha Godzilla. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Obosh. Put that first. Let's remove a 1/1 counter from Mikaeus. Resolve that. Okay. Okay, so puts them down to 7. Okay. And Crystalline Giant kills one of my targets. Okay, so they have Intrepid Adversary. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So they can pay 1 extra, or 1 and a white, to give a +1/+1 counter on it, and that means creatures they control get +1/+1 for each Valor counter on Intrepid Adversary. Okay. Okay, so they're getting the GGs. I assume they're going to quit? Is that what they're doing? Okay. Just attack with all except Mikaeus. GG. Unless I'm just absolutely missing something. Okay, they're doing their blocks. So they're gonna take, they're gonna take 9 as is. Let's go ahead and activate Usher. I don't want to be a dick about this, but I want to win. Alright, so then Mikaeus, let's remove 1/1 counter from him. Okay, do all of our attacks. And put them at -5. Good game, Senior Lobo. Alright, 5-1. 5-1, we're doing it, folks. Okay, 5-1 going into round number 6 against Sunshot. So if we get the 3 winning components. Opponent goes first, never lucky. Then we get Dauntless Bodyguard, Usher of the Fallen, Blade Splicer, and Angel of Invention. Borderline, I should say. Yeah, I'll keep it. Maybe I'm getting aggressive, but let's see what we can do. Just don't punt. That's the 3rd key to success. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, opponent plays a Plains. It's the mirror match. Alright, we'll cast Usher of the Fallen. And say go. And then a Swamp and pass. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and attack. We drew by the way, we drew a Charming Prince. I still like the Boast plan. If we can get it. Yep, cool. So let's go ahead and Boast, put the 1/1 in. Next turn we can play a Blade Splicer. Okay, then they play Skyclave Shade. The hell's this? 3/1, kicker, 2 and a black. Can't block. Well, okay. If it was kicked, enters the battlefield, 2/1/1 counters, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under control, Skyclave is in your graveyard, and it's your turn. You may cast for. Oh, well, okay. You want to race? We'll race. All right, we draw a Danto Vanguard. Oh, fantastic. So I don't think I'm going to Usher the Fallen on this one then. I think we just be quick. Let's get the Vanguard out and then the Bodyguard. Yeah. On to the Usher the Fallen. Okay, let's go to combat. All attack. Attack for 3. They're down to 15. In turn. Play Takanama, Abandon Mire. Sure. Okay, they attack for 3 with their Skyclave Shade, not blocking. Don't care. I see. Will they play Languish? Is that where it's at? Edgar Charmed Groom. Other vampires, you get +1/+1. Whenever it dies, return it to the battlefield, transformed under its owner's control. Does other stuff. Whatever. Okay, we get a Plains. Puts us up to 4. Yeah. Okay. So 4/4's tough for us. Can't deal with that too well, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and put the Blade Splicer out. That way we can get a 3/3 with first strike. And just call it from there. We've got Resto. We've got Angel of Invention. If we get another Plains. Also got Charming Prince. But I like this play here. So we're definitely going wide here. So yeah. I like this play. Debating on whether I want to attack, but I still think that's a little early. Especially if we got like Angel of Invention out next turn. I think that's really gonna hurt them a lot. Okay, they cast Felidar Retreat. It's a great card. We know how well that one works for us. They play a Swamp to create a 2/2 cat. Then they pass. Okay. We get a plains. Okay, so I think this is Angel of Invention now at this point. Especially, and I think the Fabricate, I think we're just going to give the +1/+1 counters to the Angel at this point. Maybe that's aggressive. Yeah, I still think that's a play. Oh, they just... Okay, well, they just conceded. Well, never mind. Hey, we'll take it. 6-1. All right, round 8. Currently at 6-1. Do we get the trophy after this one? Let's find out. Opponent goes first. We don't really have the strongest hand here with this one. Playing against R3D, by the way. Opponent has taken 1 mulligan. That sounds like a great plan to me. We got 3 planes: a Selfless Savior, Skyclave Apparition, Resto Angel, and then Angel of Invention. We can't really do much early on, so I think we can do better here. So let's try it. Okay, 2 planes: Dauntless Bodyguard, Esper Sentinel, Patriarch's Humiliation, Selfless Savior, and then Kyodai. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it works. We'll keep it. I'll probably throw back the Dauntless Bodyguard. Yeah. So I want to get the Esper Sentinel out. We've got the Savior, which I actually like a little bit better. Okay, I mean, it needs some work. We're going to have to earn this 7 wins here, so we'll see. Ooh, and then we get the Good Boy for our first turn. They play an island, so I really want to get this Esper Sentinel out. In case they're playing a lot of non-creature spells. Okay, so they play a mountain and then a Ledger Shredder. It's a 1/3. When the player casts their second spell each turn, Ledger Shredder connives, that's a great card. It's really good. Like it a lot. But we're gonna play the Good Boy, and then we're gonna play Patriarch's Humiliation and get rid of it. So they're going to connive, which is still fine. It's gonna get a +1/+1 counter, but we have 2 creatures. It's still gonna knock it out. It didn't. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to get a big old oops there. Interesting. I really thought that was going to work. Huh. I guess I still don't understand why that didn't work. Okay, it just loses all of its abilities, but it's still a 2/4. Okay. Well, my mistake, but it's still fine. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Selfless Savior out. I thought it became a 1/1 as well. So that's just my mistake on that one. Okay, so they play Disallow on my Selfless Savior. Okay, which allowed me to draw a card with the Esper Sentinel. No attacks. Okay, so we're just dealing with the counter deck. My least favorite kind of deck. Alright, so they play a Swamp now. And a Poppet Stitcher. And then a Thoughtseize, so they take care of my Kyodai. And they say I have 3 planes in hand now. So it's not good. Okay, we get Welcoming Vampire. It's a welcome sight. No pun intended. Okay, no attacks. Let's see what happens. So they play Thief of Sanity. Okay, that's a good card. We play planes. They have 1 card in hand and an island untapped. So I think we just drew Skyclave Apparition. I think the best thing to do is to get rid of... let's see here. So I think the best thing to do is to get rid of the use the Skyclave Apparition to get rid of their... It's either Thief of Sanity or Poppet Stitcher. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. So, get rid of the Thief of Sanity. And we get Charming Prince. Okay. Let's, Oh, actually, so then we could flicker the Skyclave Apparition and get rid of their Poppet Stitcher as well. I actually like that a lot. So let's, flicker the Skyclave. They're going to get a 3/3 Blue Illusion. Which, whatever. That's fine. We can deal with that. I'm going to go ahead and attack with the Welcoming Vampire. Actually, no. I can, because that Ledger Shredder no longer has flying. So puts them down to 16. We get the apparition back to get rid of their Poppet Stitcher. Okay. I'm liking where we're at now. This is looking pretty good. Painful Bond. Draw 2 cards, then non-land cards in your hand with mana value 3 or less perpetually gain. When you cast this spell, you lose 1 life. Okay. Sure. Okay, so they disfigure, they lose a life, and they get their apparition back. Kind of. Ooh, my friend, you're attacking with the Ledger Shredder. If I block, so they've got an 0/3, a 3/3, a 3/3, a 2/2 token, and then a Ledger Shredder. And they're tapped out. They can kill one of my either Charming Prince or Isamaru. Yeah, I'll block the Ledger Shredder with that. Okay, so... Oh, then we get Legion's Landing. I like that. So they're tapped out. Okay, and we're both top decking now at this point. Not anymore. Okay, Welcoming Vampire gets me to draw a card. We get Felidar Retreat. It's fantastic. Go ahead and attack with this Welcoming Vampire. Puts them down to 10. I think we're stabilized. They draw a card, or excuse me, they play a land. They sacrifice their clue. And they concede. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a trophy. Very happy to finally get that. It's been a long time since I've trophied here in Cubage, so very happy to be able to do that with a really basic but very nice cohesive white weenie deck. So really happy to finally get the trophy for everybody, and glad you were able to come along on this journey, and hope you enjoyed it. So until next time, we got a lot of stuff coming up here between spoiler season with Dominaria United, I think was the name of it. So we'll be doing our reviews here for commons and uncommons coming up here in the near future, and hopefully get some more cubes, and let's see if we can trophy some more. So, but until then, thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.